machine. So, but people popularly know me as Ken the DJ.
Yeah.
I work with Royal Media Services as a DJ and also a producer. People know me with the show that I do every morning.
Yeah.
It's called Rauka every Sunday morning. And I also have another show on Ramogi TV. It's called Injili Kalo. Injili Kalo means the gospel is passing. So if it's passing, it's ukupite. Yeah, so that's what I do. And I'm so happy to be on this platform.
Yeah, you are most welcome,
Yes.
and we're happy to have you. We're actually honored to have you tonight because you look like a kind of ambush batter. This is all what we do on our media platform. So welcome again. And what we do on the spheres of life, sometimes people think that life happens like a mushroom.
Okay.
It's like you just appear and you succeed in life, you become prosperous in life.
Right.
And people assume so much. So what we do on the spheres, on this card footprint, is that there's someone down there who looked at Ken on Citizen TV, Rauka, or
Ramogi,
and they think that it's like Ken was born and put or planted on Citizen TV or on Ramogi TV. So we want to know, where did you start? Or maybe you can also start from your family background, coming up to how Ken the DJ was formed.
Okay. If I can take it back, I really didn't know that my DJing will take me this far. I was doing it for fun. So back then when I was in class 6, my elder brother had a passion of DJing. And so he had this software called Virtual DJ. He installed it in our computer, PC at home. So I used to see him, the firstborn, I used to see him trying to DJ and all that. And so when he left out for studies outside the country, I took over the machines. So I started doing exactly what he was doing. That's when my interest started. So I did when I was done with class 8, I was good at that machine and also that software. I'd learned a lot about DJing. And so I really wanted to go to school and learn about DJing. But I knew at that particular time, my parents wouldn't support me. And so I had to wait. I said, let me give myself some time. So after high school, is when now I started pursuing my DJing. So in between, when I was coming for holidays, I used to do parties at my place where I used to stay. I used to do birthday parties with just a laptop. I would sit with the laptop and that software, and people will tell me I'm a good DJ. So when I was done with my Form 4, I wanted to become a secular DJ. I wanted to be the popular secular DJ who was just cleared high school, and because I had really believed in myself, I had so much talent that even if a DJ who has a machine would set up the same place with me, with the laptop, I could do the same thing. So that's how good I was.
To school for the same.
I hadn't gone to school for the same. So now I tried looking for DJs. I tried going for events, looking for DJs who will teach me how to use the machines. But unfortunately, I couldn't get. Most of them were saying, I can't teach you in a club because the manager will bring problems. And if I have my machines, I don't have time to teach you. So what I used to do, I just used to go to events.
And now, before you move on, there is this point that they are trying to discourage that they don't get time. Now, how do you tell someone? Because I know people tend to be busy, which is true, and others maybe they may look busy to make sure that they fade you or try to avoid you. So how did you feel now that someone you are looking onto, they try to say that they are busy?
Honestly speaking, that was hurting. Because I thought it was just an excuse. Because you could see someone with the machines. I mean, maybe your rest days, you can't say that you don't have time. But I had to just accept because there's nothing else you can do. If someone tells you they don't have time, then you just have to accept what they say. So it was very, very hurting for me even as I was starting. And so what I did, I used to go for events, just sit there. I could admire what the DJs are doing the whole night in a club and just take notes and learn. So there's this particular day, there was an event at Carnival. So this event, the DJs who were coming were from UK, the DJs I used to respect so much. And so what I used to do, I used to listen to DJs on radio, and then I could record their mixes. So when I record their mixes, I could play every song that they had played. I could download all those songs and play the same mix. So that's when I learned a lot of things about DJing. There are things called bit matching, bit counting, and all those things. And so these DJs, I used to listen to them. They're from UK, so they came to Kenya. So this day, I sneaked out of the house because still I was a very young boy. I sneaked out of the house because there was no way I was missing this event. So I called my friend. He was living in Langata. I told him about this event, and he told me, just come over. So when we went there, one of his friends suggested, the brother had, left the country, and so he left the car keys behind. Akatuambia ameacha gari. So tukamwambia that car ndio tunaenda nayo sherehe. So interesting thing, the brother taught him the basic DJing, and hakukuwa amemfundisha vizuri, so he could just know how to take the car from the main gate until the house. So we told him we are stealing that car na tunaenda nayo sherehe. Tukamwambia carnival usiku. Tukamwambia hata kama una drive na speed ya 10 km/h, weka hazard.
Better you arrive.
Better tufike. And so our main agenda was to entice the ladies. Inasaidia lugha. Sisi know the arrival with the car, unakaa vizuri. And so that was our agenda as well. But no one knew how to drive well.
True.
So interesting.
And you had no license.
We had no license. So the thing is, tulikuwa tunatoka hapo, there's an estate called Uru Garden Estate, just in Langata. It's just not far from Carnival. So we drove all the way to Carnival. Tukafika vizuri. But now what happened is, we separated because me had a different interest. Nilikuwa nataka nikae pale where the UK
you had
DJs,
an interest of learning.
Exactly. I had to sit there where the UK DJs were DJing. I sat there the whole night. So the driver was driving us, alienda njia ingine. So we agreed at 4 a.m. is when we are going to meet at the park. At the parking where we had parked. So at 4 a.m. tukapatana. So our driver forgot that is the same guy who was supposed to drive us back
home.
Sasa alikunywa. So I knew this is a long night. Because tukitoka tu hapo parking, ile kuja simama. We almost hit like 3 cars hapo tu kwa parking. Because hiyo bado is not stable. So tukatoka Carnival, tukaanza kushika barabara Langata Road. Now, opposite Langata Road, we lost control. Tukatoka nje barabara. We had a very
your friend was driving?
My friend was driving. The one was drunk now. We had a nasty accident. And so, before all this happened, my mom was born again. She used to, ananikataza, don't go for these events. They're not making sense. And so, mimi lilikuwa, my mom doesn't understand because ulinikazia nikikuwa class 8 nikasoma nimemaliza form 4.
And what is this
was there a course that you really wanted to do apart from being a DJ, or maybe your parents really wanted you to pursue it?
Yes.
And which is it? Because I wanted to ask you the same question.
I was so much interested in IT. So I took a course there. Nitafika hapo. So I had something else I wanted to do. Remember I told you DJing was just a hobby. It's just something I just discovered. My brother was interested in, and so pia mimi hiyo interest ikaanza kuingia. So my mom was like, don't go for these events kwa sababu nilikuwa narudi late at night. And so this morning that we had this accident, nilijigonga. I have a mark here, the only one you can see because you're close to me.
I can see it.
I knocked myself on the window, and then I had a voice telling me, Ken, stop what you're doing, or it will be worse than this.
And this is the first event that you've gone?
I used to go for other events.
But this is a bigger one.
Now this particular one is when we had an accident, something different. And so hiyo sauti ilinisumbua sana. So I went back home, talked to my mom, and my mom was very close to me. I didn't hide that you experienced that night what we had, because even when I was thinking about it, if we kama tungekuwa na accident mbaya sana that we lost, watu wangepoteza maisha. You know, my mom, even my parents would have been, you know, shocked that wanapigiwa simu wanaambiwa your son is involved in this.
They gave you no permission to go out.
Exactly.
So they're wondering how is this happening.
So my mom, I talked to her, and then she told me that's God talking to you. And so you need to change your ways. For me, that was very hard because I'd really invested in secular music. And mimi nilikuwa nasema there is no way. Nitaenda kujema wimbo za ati Rose Muhando, ati Bukuku. That is what my mom was listening to. Sasa mimi ni young, sasa nimejisikiza hizi wimbo za vijana, za hip hop, reggae and all those things. So mimi nakuanga sensitive sana. So that thing really, you know, disturbed me. So I went to church, talked to some of my friends who are born again. I shared with them my experience. And then they told me, Ken, even this side, all these things that you want to achieve, you'll get
You can also do.
Were you born again at this time?
I wasn't born again. I was just, you know, nilikuwa naenda church every Sunday, but I hadn't accepted Christ as my personal savior. So now when I went to talk to them, they took me to Lienda for a retreat at Ngong Hills. They prayed for me and they told me, Ken, all that secular music, go back home and delete. Let me tell you, it was not easy. Ilikuwanga ni ile Windows ya zamani. Ukidelete unaona folder inaenda kwa dustbin. So it took me almost an hour because I had files of secular music. So that was very hard for me. But eventually I did. I deleted all the music. So I started afresh. So I went on Facebook, looked for gospel events. So I was very interested in hip hop. So nikaona siku moja post ya gospel hip hop event. Nikasema there is gospel hip hop. Let me go for this event.
How far was it from your own place then?
Where the event?
The event.
It was just in town. It was at Lutheran Plaza, just opposite University Way. The event was a hip hop event, and so I just went there. Nikakaa nyuma vile ilikuwa naenda za secular. Then there's a song that DJ played that day. It's by an artist called Lacrae. That artist was singing about God from verse 1 to 3, and that really blew me away because unajua mimi nilikuwa nasikia wimbo ya those artists were secular wanaimba about women, drugs, money, but this guy is using the same genre, something that is relevant, but is speaking about God. That really moved me. Then after the event, I went to the DJ who was DJing there. That time was DJ Gigi. I talked to him and I shared with him my story. So the different thing that happened is Gigi told me that he will support me and he will guide me. So he had another event after that and he told me, just come with your laptop. Those days ilikuwa 2008, 2009. We were using CDs, kumix. So he told me, just come with your laptop, rip the bag, I'll give you gospel music. So I went there, I borrowed my brother's laptop, nikakaa kwa hiyo event. The whole time I was just ripping the bag. Then sikumaliza because his bag was very big. So after that he came and saw me ripping the bags and he told me, Ken, I can see you're very dedicated. Take my hard drive. And I copied his hard drive, everything. So his hard drive had everything. Gospel music that is all genres, hip hop, reggae. When I listened to that, I started appreciating gospel. I didn't know this music. And so I was blown away that there's this music that I never knew there was. So I started appreciating gospel. So that same year, now my mentor that I mentioned when the show was starting, DJ Kroba, was involved in a competition. It's called Pilsner Mfalme. So Pilsner Mfalme was looking for a DJ who will brand the Pilsner. So they did a competition. So, but everyone was, welcome, both gospel and secular. So Kroba won the event and is a gospel DJ. In that competition, there were DJs that I used to respect. You remember when I was telling you that I was listening to DJs on radio? There are DJs who were there in the competition. And Kroba aliwa defeat and he's a gospel DJ. That really moved me. So what I did, I looked for Kroba on social media, went to his inbox, and I prayed first of all. I prayed that because I loved him, I prayed that I asked God that he will be my mentor and my tutor. So I went to his inbox, inboxed him, told him about my story. Kroba replied.
Yeah.
Imagine.
What a surprise.
Yeah. And he told me, Ken, let's meet in town.
Yeah.
I need to hear your story. So I met Kroba, listened to my story.
Yeah.
Where we met is where he was going for his Bible study. He was going for Bible study. So I didn't know.
Yeah.
So he told me, shuka kwa gari, I need to introduce you somewhere.
Yeah.
So mi nilikuwa ninafurahi because I knew he was taking me to his office where he's DJing. But it took me to where he's going, to his Bible study. And he told me, Ken, even before I teach you how to insert a CD in a machine, I need to take you to a place where you need to know who you are serving.
Yeah.
But maybe before you continue, did your parents know that you had transitioned from now secular music to gospel music?
Yes.
And you're now inspiring to be a gospel music DJ?
Yes. So remember I told you that I was very close to my mom.
Yeah.
So I shared with my mom. My mom was very, very happy. I even told about the retreat that we went at Ngong.
Yeah.
That's when they prayed for me. So my mom was very supportive. She was supportive. She has been my number one supporter.
Great.
And so I shared with them. So Kroba took me there.
Yeah.
I stayed in that Bible study for 6 months. Yeah. 6 good months.
Now he's not training you.
He's not training me.
Yeah. Because now, how did you feel now that there is your expectation here, but you moved into a different thing?
Let me tell you, nilikasirika sana. I was like, unanipeleka wapi?
But
I don't really need this.
But you see, Ken, actually, when I do this, I know there's someone who is encouraging me because they want to go this way, but they are moved to this way. Exactly. Actually, it's a way of preparing someone.
True.
That I want to challenge you, maybe, because you are taken to Bible study and your expectation is you want someone to coach you on DJing.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel you are DJing on gospel music and this is Bible study? Do you think they go hand in hand?
They go hand in hand because what happened is that Bible study really shaped me.
Yeah.
I knew God.
Yeah.
And I knew, out of that, I knew that gospel, when you come as a gospel DJ, it's not about entertainment. This is ministry. Yeah. So that Bible study, because that Bible study was Kekru Bible study. So it was a Bible study for the industry. Yeah. So it had DJs, producers, artists. So it was Bible study based on that. Yeah. So when I was there, I realized that gospel is not entertainment. Yeah. It's about God. Yeah. And so after that, Kroba got a chance to teach. Yeah. He taught me at a school. And then after the school, we started going for missions. Yeah. And so in missions, we will play music to students. I mean, we'll do weekend challenges. And then in between the weekend challenges, we had workshops. So in those workshops, unapatiwa class with students. Yeah. And so that Bible study really helped me because umepewa students hivi, if you're not grounded, you don't know what to tell them. Yeah. So that Bible study, what you were saying, really helped me because I was able even to share them because students will come to you when you've just put your music down. You're not DJing anymore. They come with problems. They come with challenges. Yeah. And so if you are not grounded and if you don't know the word,
there's nothing you can.
There's nothing you can. So that really helped me. Yeah. As much as it was painful, I mean, I didn't understand it.
The start was not good for you.
Exactly.
As far as the expectations are.
Yes. I didn't know what that Bible study would do, but it really, really shaped me after that. So I did a few, I worked with a DJ even after I worked with a DJ after the school. So Kroba was very interested. I mean, was very happy that I pursued even DJing after that because that DJ used to have a show on Hope FM. Yeah. So my first experience was at Hope FM. So I was just a guest DJ. My parents had me there. Unajua my dad ajawahi salimia kwa radio, kwa any media. So that really gave him hope.
Yeah, true.
Akasema, wow, so DJing can take you this far. Yeah. So he was very happy. Yeah. Kroba had me on that radio station, and he was very, very happy. So after that, I did a guest show again on Truth FM as well. And so this really shaped me. Yeah. So it reached a time I was ready for school. My parents called me and they told me, Ken, now it's ready for school. Now they think that I wanted to pursue BBIT. So I told them, that's fine. I'll just put this aside. But it was very difficult. But I had to respect my parents. And also, you know, for me, I also needed it. So I did a registered BBIT. But unfortunately, I didn't finish because my dad got sick. and I had to defer, and a lot of things happened. My mom got sick. I didn't even finish my school. So I was out of school, and so even me being out of school, I could just continue with ministry. So when I was doing ministry, it was clear in my mind. God spoke to me that this is what I want you to do. In fact, it reached a point where I was saying, I will do the degree, I really need it, but I will pursue this. There's a book I read by Rick Warren. I'm sure a lot of people know it, but The Purpose-Driven Life. And that book really helped me because it showed me who I am in this earth. And so that is the direction that I took. I told God, this is what you called me to do with my talent, and I'm going to serve you with it. So after all this, Kroba called me. So Kroba got a job at KTN. So Kroba told me, Ken, I need you to learn a few things. So I used to take him to KTN. We used to sleep at his place on Saturday, help him prepare the music, and also set up during the studio. And then I could just sit and watch, just on the behind the scenes. So one day, Kroba gave me a chance to be on KTN. So I played there, and it was amazing. Now that's the second time on a bigger platform. So my parents were really, really happy about that. So I did that. I did few shows. I finished. Then unfortunately, Kroba left the country. He went to he went to South Africa for studies. And so, Kroba alinisaidia sana because he used to give me events, gigs and everything. So I really felt pain because my mentor has gone. I can't really push myself again. So, but what interesting thing that he did, that's why I say that is my shuja. He prayed for me, and the rest, we are brothers. The rest of us, he prayed for us, and he washed our feet, just like what Jesus did. And he prayed for us, and he gave us his blessings. And so in 2016, liliitwa mkutano na familia. Nikaambiwa sasa, we've seen you doing this thing for the longest time. We need you to change your career and do something different.
And this is after how long? From 2010.
From 2010
to 2016.
2016. So they called me, nikakuwa na family conference. They told me, Ken, hii kitu tuone kikusaidia. And in fact, hii career ni ya watu wajasoma. So ni kama unarudisha familia nyuma. And so it was painful. I really understand that it's love from the family. But at that point, as I told you, it was clear that this is what God had called me to do. And so I tried explaining to them, but they were like, no, we need you to do something else. So that day I really cried. Naweza kumbuka there, my tears zilikuwa hapo chini. But what I was telling God is, God, you know me. You called me to serve you. It is painful that I'm being told, DJing itanipeleka mahali. And yet you know me. So just do something in my life. Watu watajua that you exist and you live. And so I prayed that prayer. That was in April. So I really trusted God to give me a job. There was a radio station that was being launched, but unfortunately I didn't get the position. So in 2017, because I was mad, I'll just confess. I was just mad with God because I'd prayed, and trusted him that he'll give me an opportunity so that my story will be different. Unajua issue ilikuwa naambiwa you don't have anything. Hii DJing yako tu unaenda tu unabeba bag unatoka unarudi haunanga kakitu ikusaidii. So that was really what was hurting me. So 2017 I was mad. I just decided, I told God, we kaa hapa, mimi nikae hapa. But I'm just your friend. But for now, kahapa. Now I'm pursuing something different. So I went back to school. I registered class again in Kemu. But the moment I registered like this, lecturers were a strike. For the longest time. And I asked God, okay, nimejaribu kurudi shule, things are not working out. Nimejaribu ministry, things are not working out. Unataka nini? I just, may talk to God openly, like just tunaweza negotiate. So as I was waiting for the lecturers to come, I was called for an interview. And your interview, I was shocked that I was one of the people who was selected. So this interview was on Citizen TV,
Great.
Royal Media Services. So I was like, me, mumeniita hapo for interview. So apparently one of the people there suggested me because they had seen me on KTN when I was a guest DJ. So they wanted DJs who had experience on TV. So I went back home and I shared with my mom. Remember, my mom was my number one supporter and she could understand me. So I told mom that I've been called for an interview. Should I go? Ama niendelee na shule? My mom told me, Ken, go for it and don't tell anyone. And in fact, when you go, come, I pray for you. Nikasema, mama amekubali, I'll go and I'll not tell anyone. So I went for the interview and that day my mom laid her hands on me. That is my very first time I was going for an interview. And my mom, yani aliomba kasema, Mungu, mtoto wangu ameteseka, amekuwa akikuserve all these years, this is an opportunity imekuja, just answer this prayer. So after that prayer, I was really encouraged. I went to Citizen knowing that ndo hii prayer inafanyika. So nikafika Citizen, kuangalia list when I was checking my name, nikaangalia list of the people who are coming for the event, I mean for the interview. Nikafikiria nirudi nyumbani because there are DJs who had experience, walikuwa in the industry, wako na majina kubwa. So I was just like, this is just still a formality to wanafanya interview, but they already know who they are taking for the job. But another strong voice told me, Ken, because I used to stay na Ishisaika, the places that uko mbali uko State House, Royal Media there, so I was like, huwezi rudi, just fanya kitu imekufanyika. The voice was very strong. So I went there and I was like, sasa hii interview, what will I do something different? So back then when I was doing the high school missions, I used to admire how artists would talk to students. So a student will come and asema, I'm going through this. So you'll see an artist anamwambia, go listen to this CD, especially song number 6. It will speak to your problem. So I used to admire that as a DJ, and I was like, pia mimi nikiulizwa kitu kama hiyo, I wanted to do give a mix that will encourage someone. So what I used to do differently, I used to package my mixes with theme. So I would have mixes talking about faith, talking about thanksgiving, talking about struggle. So if you listen to that mix, different artists, one message. So that is something that God birthed in my ministry. So I used to make even mixes with those themes. So I said, oh, there's something that God birthed in my ministry. So this is what I'll go with in the interview. So tukafika pale interview, tukafanya, tukaulizwa. So I had this mix that was speaking to me. Unajua pia wasanii wanakuanga na zile wimbo zinawaongelesha as much as they share the music to the people. So I had made a mix that was also inspiring you. So that mix is what I used. And so I was asked, Ken, what do you have for us? I said, this mix is a mix that is talking about hope. So as you listen to this mix, remember the Bible says that my father and my mother may forsake me, the Lord will never give up on me. So as you listen to this mix, may it bless you. So I quoted a scripture there, Kamaliza. So when we were done with the interview, I remember we walked out there because tuliona kile watu walifanya. Guys were really top of their game. So nikamwambia, I don't see us getting this job. But the good thing is they've seen us what we can be able to do. So maybe they can call us in future. So one day when I was just in my room, I see a call from the number that called us for
after the interview.
Now after the interview. The same number that called us for the interview. Naona inanipigia. So I was in my room, nikaangalia juu. I was like, ile jacket yangu nilienda nayo interview. Nilirudi nayo.
Kama uliacha.
Ni kama niliacha napigiwa simu. Kuja uliacha jacket huko.
Hakuwa na dustbin. Maybe the jacket was not up to.
I didn't expect any call from them. So it was like, Ken, how are you? Thank you so much for coming for the interview. So nilijua tu wanashukuru kila mtu. And then they were like,
hopelessness.
So I was like, the person was like, so I have good news for you. Allah. Congratulations.
Karibu ulize gani?
Ikaingia na congratulations. We have picked you for the job.
Wow.
Okay.
Let me tell you, after that call, I broke. Lililia machozi. And the reason why I broke down is because I saw God's love. You know, God's love is unconditional.
True.
That Lili decided kumuacha. I do my own things, but then he still rewarded me. And I was like, Mungu umenipatia hii kazi, and I stopped my devotions and all that. So that really made me tear up, and I thanked God for it. And then another thing, nilikuwa nimejidharau, and then here I am, nimepata kazi. So I was like, akasema kuja kwa office after 2 weeks, we need to talk to you. So now I can't hide it anymore. So I went back home, shared with my mom. My mom was very happy, we thanked God. So I had to post my contract kwa family group. Niwaambie nimepata kazi. So all of a sudden, they supported me. They were like, hey, Ken, congratulations, utakuwa citizen. By the way, if you want anything, we can support you. So I'm here, I'm
and,
like...
you still, something is still knocking you that they said DJing does not...
It will not take me anywhere. So God really, you know, I saw God. And when sasa my contract was there, they were very happy for me. I myself, hata mimi pia nilishukuru Mungu sana because nilijidharau. I wasn't qualified for that. And so I that is how I got my job at Citizen TV. And so, you know, I don't know what to say, but when I just even nikijisikia sharing that story, you know, God has done a lot for me. Just recently, I just last year, I got another, you know, position at another position at Royal Media Service, another TV show, Ramogi TV, when they launched it. And then God blessed me. I was on contract. They gave me a permanent job. I added more shows. I do 4 shows there. And I was given some other responsibilities. And so here I am. Never did anything about media, but God equipped me even to do whatever I'm doing today. That show that I'm doing for Ramogi, mimi nilizaliwa Nairobi. Mimi nitoka Nairobi. But then I was trusted to do a Luo show. It was very difficult for me. But I told God, you're the same God who qualified me to do a show on Rauka, a show that I never thought. Unakumbuka nikikwambia nikijiuliza mimi ndo na DJ wimbo za Rose Muhando aje. Those are the music that I play. That is the music that I play every morning. And so God God has a way of changing things and making you giving you the ability to do it when you don't even have that ability. So that is my story. That's how I came
before we get to read our comments, I want to know, I think as young as you were then, there is someone at that level as we speak now. Try to encourage them and try to show us some of the challenges that you find when DJing or even when you were starting off.
Okay. I really want to encourage anyone. You know, everything, when you put God first, God will be able to show you what you can do here on earth. And so the sole purpose of you being here on earth, it's for God's purpose. That's the reason. That's something that I really learned. Even as I'm, you know, living here on earth, that God has a purpose for everyone. Leo ukikuwa hapa ukifanya kazi yako, this you'll be accountable for it. You're driving your Uber, you're washing somewhere. You know, God has a purpose for you to achieve while you're there. And so we will be accountable. So whatever thing that you want to do, just involve God first. You know, God will give you the direction. And you know, you kama watu wa kusupport, you just make, you know, talk to him daily. Mimi nakuanga open na Mungu. I just tell him what I want, how I'm feeling, if I'm down, if I'm low, if I'm discouraged, I just share with him. And God really opens his ways. And so that is what has shaped me from where I am right now. Is that God, I put God first in everything. And then God, you know, brings destiny helpers, people like DJ Kroba, people like DJ Gigi, and you know,
it brings in avenues like Hope FM or the Citizen TV.
Exactly.
Ramogi. Because without avenues, there's no way you can practice what you like doing.
Very true.
Okay, I'm getting back to you shortly. We want to get some of the comments that we're getting from our viewers.
Okay. I'm reading from EBN Facebook. We have Dina Monia saying, good evening, our host, and happy Mashujaa Day, Welcome, Ken and DJ at EBN Studios. There's Morris saying locked. Dennis Danson Bozo saying watching. There's Moses Gikandi saying watching live. Great program. Salimia Muthoni. Nimesalimika. There's Foina Nzuve saying watching from Makueni. There's Cosmas Mutinda anasema very interesting story from DJ Ken. Salimiana sana. There's Christopher Inandi saying DJ Amo sana brother. You are doing a good job. There's Dina Mwania, Ken and DJ, you need to come back to EBN. I love your story, especially here part you said you had a voice. There's Marasimio saying, watching live from Eastlands. Welcome very much, Ken. Danu Felista, watching from Kayole, locked in. Miriam Musila saying, watching from Kasarani. There's Ken Olesaina, wow, big ups kaka, anyway you have a testimony. There's Miriam Musila saying, this is powerful. Njala Samuel saying, encouraging. There's Lucy Njeri saying, just from a show you are in at Redeemed Gospel Church Buruburu, I loved your ministering. There's Ken Olesaina saying, Mungu wako anikumbuke sasa, and then the laughing emojis. There's Dina Mwania saying, on this day, I celebrate all beautiful mothers and handsome fathers. They never gave up on us. Happy Mashujaa Day. Then there's Michael Mweki saying, nilikuwa na wewe show huko Buruburu, umenibariki sana. There's Tina Njeri saying, I think she's trying to say she loved the show here, but that's all we have from.
Okay, that's great. And before, I think someone is requesting that Ken comes back to EBN TV, the Spheres of Life again. If he promises the audience to do so, we shall bring him back to EBN TV. So, Ken, there is something that you did. It's very paramount before we leave the show.
Okay.
It's like there is a way sometimes like parents try to push you into doing what they want actually what they want you to do. Absolutely. And there is what you want to do from yourself.
Yeah.
So it comes a challenge or a battlefield for parents and children.
Yeah.
Advise or talk to parents in a minute.
I really respect parents wazazi wanatakia kitu mzuri for their children. I think the best thing that can happen is if you have a conversation trying to understand what's the reason why you're doing this and all that. I think let me share something that was very powerful. You know, when my dad was leaving us, and when he passed on, we prayed for him, and he accepted Christ as his personal savior. In his last days, we were with him on the hospital bed, and then just a few days before we took him to the hospital, he asked us to pray for him, and I prayed for him. He accepted Christ as his personal savior. And the thing that I really admire, the thing that I thank God so much, I wasn't able to give him, because my dad really wanted to see me with a gown and all those things, but he didn't see it. But the greatest thing that I think I gave my dad when he was alive, that God used me to, share his gospel with him. And so when he was there in the hospital, I used to pray for him. I used to read scriptures. And so if my dad didn't allow me to pursue what I was supposed to do, those dark moments when he was in the hospital and just some moments before he passed on, angepata hiyo kitu alienda naye, you understand? And so sometimes even when my mother prayed for me when I went to Citizen, my mom also passed on, unfortunately, 2022 with the COVID. But it was a difficult moment, but when I got my job, I thank God that I was able to support my mom, even with his medication, with all that. So if it wasn't my mom's prayers, I couldn't even walk with her that journey. So what I want to tell the parents is, sometimes just listen to your children. You never know in future what will have happened. Another thing that I'll share is when I'm the last born in my family, we are 5. So we are, I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters. So I was the last born. And my mom was sharing with me, later on, that when she got pregnant, the sisters, my aunties walikuwa namwambia, sasa wewe Mungu amekubariki umepata wavulana wawili, wasichana wawili, sasa huu watano unaongeza ya nini? You understand?
And now it's you.
And it's me now. So one of my aunties, aunties wakamwambia about you mtoto. And so one of my aunties akamwambia my mom, don't abort that boy. That boy will become someone influential in this country. So my mom decided to keep me. And parents, you know, what I'll tell you is that just work with your children, pray for them, you know, wish them the best in their lives. You never know what they will do in future. And that testimony really came. My mom was really proud of me. In her last days, even in the hospital, hospitali ilikuwa inajua Sunday kifika asubuhi TV na changiwa hospitali ni rauka, and they would know that the mom will see me. She was in a coma. She had a stroke, but she was able to dance, and you know, nurses walikuwa wanaona anafurahia seeing me on television. And so your kids will make you proud. Bora tu wanafuata njia ya Mungu. Just guide them that way, and you know, blessings will come.
Okay, that's great. So I think we are ending there, but before we end, you can promise audience that you shall be coming. Whatever time you tell us, we shall just host you. But let's have your final word for the show.
Okay. First of all, let me say this studio zinakaa vizuri sana. Nimepelekwa mahali nakaa, nimuuliza hapa ni mbinguni ama tuko bado duniani. But big up, this place is really good. I will definitely come back.
Thank you.
But my last words is, you know, first of all, I like saying this: put God first in everything, and you'll succeed in all that you do. I have a quote from one of the artists that I used to listen to back in the day.
And you can even, as you finish, you can also give your social media handles.
Okay, sawa. So alikuwa anasema line, identity is found in the God we trust. Any other identity will self-destruct. I'll repeat that again. Identity is found in the God we trust. Any other identity will self-destruct. This goes also to the young people. Your identity really matters. Ukijiidentify na vitu za huku nje, manini, mavitu hizi tunajua tu, hizi vitu zinatupoteza, utapotea. But if you identify yourself in the Lord, you'll find purpose, you'll be focused in life. And so walk with the Lord. The Lord will guide your life. The God will, you know, will shape up your life. And things will go well in your life. And so I'm really honored, and I feel so great being on this show. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome.
You can find me on my social media platforms at Ken the DJ. Ken the DJ, that's my handle on all social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me, tafute pale, tufanye kazi ya Mungu na tu encourageana.
Sure. That's great.
Maybe one comment here before I say my last word from Simon Peter Odek, saying, have taken a picture with you, Ken the DJ. Amazing journey in your career. Prayer works.
Okay, that's great.
So thank you, our viewers, for taking your time and keeping us company as we've had Ken the DJ giving us a story of his career. Have you promised to come back?
I will come back.
And as he comes back next time, we'll tell you on our posters when he's coming back. But till then, please tune into our other shows, amazing shows on Spheres of Life. But till then, have a good night.
And that's great. And we have had a great show with Ken the DJ from Citizen TV, Ramogi TV, and he's doing great. And I said, as we started off the show, I think we were supposed to be hosted, but we hosted the biggest of all. But we thank God for the grace, we thank God for the opportunity, we feel the honor, and we feel the privilege. This always remains EBN TV, the Spheres of Life, the point or the topic being the scarred footprint. We make sure there is subjectivity, there is sanity, there is accountability, and there is sanity in every story that we are doing here, and we make sure we understand every meander, every corner, every challenging point of life. I'm Jeff Kimayo, your host. Until next time, goodbye. And to our director, Ken Alasaina, we love you.
Yeah.
Goodbye and good night.